Hello silver friends, this is Joli from QuickSilverHair. Are you having issues with staticky hair? So you grew out your silvers only to find out that they conduct electricity as if you had your hand on a Van de Graaff generator? While you love your silver hair, this is likely not the look you were looking for. So what gives? Why so much static? And what can you do about it? So in this video, we are talking about static electricity and how to stop it. Let's get started. As most of you know by now, I am from the great state of New Mexico. It is a drought state and it is very dry here. The average humidity here is around 40%, and that's usually in the mornings. By the afternoon, it can drop as low as 4%. And then there's the wind, and it can suck all the remaining moisture out of the air and your hair. So we are all too familiar with static electricity in New Mexico. We get it in our clothes, we get it in our furniture, and our hair. Discharging yourself before you touch a computer or a light switch is also very commonplace here. Our silver hair is naturally more prone to static because it has a thinner cuticle and it has a slightly raised cuticle, which means that our hair is far more prone to drying out, which means it's prone to static electricity. Your hair type can play a major role in how prone it is to static. Any hair type can be prone to static. However, the finer, thinner, and higher the porosity of your hair, the more likely you're going to suffer from static issues. The first step to reducing static in your hair is to reduce it in your clothing. Synthetic fibers like polyester will build up more static than natural fibers. Natural fibers are still prone to static electricity, but synthetic fibers are more prone to it. Another option here is to skip the synthetic fabrics altogether. As some of you are following along with me, I have been ditching fast fashion, and one of the things that we are ditching is polyester. So it's not something that I have much of left in my closet. However, I do have some fleece jackets and so forth that are still made from polyester. The use of fabric softener in the liquid form or the dryer sheet form can help combat this while you're doing your laundry. I prefer 7th generation products because they are more natural and more environmentally friendly. One of the #1 air pollutants in our homes are commercial dryer sheets. So that's something to keep in mind if you are concerned with that as well. I will link an article in the description box below about that if you want to read up more on that. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I also make an anti-static spray with a 1-to-1 ratio of liquid softener and water. I put it in a little spray bottle, and any garment that, say, comes out of the dryer and is still staticky, or I pull it out of the closet and needs a little bit of refreshing, I will spray it with this spray. The second step to reducing static in your hair is to use conditioner. I know, you ditched the dye and you wanted to ditch the maintenance and all you want to do is shampoo your hair and you don't want to use conditioner. But hear me out. Conditioner has agents in it to help prevent static, and conditioner helps to protect your hair and seal the cuticle so that it doesn't have the moisture loss that happens if you only use shampoo. So remember that dry hair will make for more static. Conditioners are often designed to prevent this. And if you've also been avoiding silicones can help prevent static, so it might be time to reconsider that if you're having a severe issue. Common anti-static ingredients in many shampoos and conditioners include polymers, some polyquats or polyquaterniums, gar-hydroxypropyl trimonium chloride, dimethicone, behydramonium chloride, and cetrimonium chloride. These are ingredients that you can look for in your products, and if you don't see them, that might be one of the culprits. You may be using products that don't have common anti-static ingredients. Do oils stop static? This is a question I get asked quite frequently, and I also see this as the best advice to prevent static. And I'm here to tell you that that's not necessarily true. Specifically thinking of coconut oil here, because coconut oil will cause static in my hair. What I discovered was that when you coat a dry hair strand that's looking for moisture with oil, you're just sealing up that dry hair. You're not actually providing moisture, and you're blocking it from finding moisture from the environment. So this is why oil can actually cause static. It's not the oil itself that's causing the static, it's that it's blocking the moisture from getting to the hair. Olive oil is particularly good at preventing static. However, I do not recommend it for silver hair because neat olive oil is green in color and can stain your hair. Blended into a formula that is well made, oils can be great for preventing static because they will provide weight to the hair, but they are also combined with conditioning agents. I would not worry about olive oil if it was well blended into a product because often it is colorless, so then you don't have to worry about it staining your hair. Here are some static stoppers. Leave-in conditioner, of course. Make your own mist with a leave-in conditioner or your conditioner mixed with warm water in a spray bottle. Hairspray stops static on hair and clothing. Pinning a metal safety pin or a metal-based costume jewelry pin onto a garment that is particularly prone to static can help reduce static traveling through the garment. I have a fleece jacket that I did this with because it's long, and the more I walk with it, because it's down near my legs, I build up static on the inside of the jacket, and doing this little trick actually helped. Some people will rub dryer sheets on their hair. Going back to the toxicity of dryer sheets, I don't think this is a great idea. Leave-in conditioner does the job just fine, so I would skip the dryer sheets unless you find the natural variety works really well and you don't have any issues with it damaging your hair. Foil is a tedious option and it can damage your hair, so I wouldn't really recommend it. However, that information is out there, and basically what you do is you take a piece of foil and you wrap it around small sections of your hair and you smooth it through the length of the hair, and it stops the static. The way I see it, also not a better option than just using a spray leave-in. You can spray your brush with your leave-in and or your hairspray and brush your hair, and that can help reduce static. Use a silicone-based hair serum or leave-in, and that can help reduce static. So let's get into some products that can help you with static. First, let's talk about leave-ins. This first one, you guys are gonna think I'm a little bit strange, but it is Andalous Naturals Face Mist Moisture Boost Facial Spray with hyaluronic acid and collagen. I got this product recently because I had heard that hyaluronic acid was really good for hair. However, I couldn't find a formula that I wanted to spray on my hair. A lot of them were creams, or they had a lot of perfume in them, or a lot of other synthetic ingredients that I just wasn't that keen on. And I found this and I started using it, and I love it. It's really great for refreshing my hair and adding a little bit of moisture. Hyaluronic acid carries water in its molecule, so it's really good at delivering moisture to the skin and the hair. So I've been using it like as the day goes on and my hair starts to look a little bit dry, and kind of maybe when you would want to take your hands and get them wet and run it through your hair. Basically, I'll just do it with this. I will spray my hair and kind of smooth down any frizz or dryness, and it helps tremendously. So I think this is probably a really good option for static. Then I would recommend Scene's creams and leave-in. Scene's Magic Hair Serum, which is silicone free. All of the Scene products will prevent static. Loma Calming Cream is really good at preventing static and smoothing down frizz. Loma Nourishing Oil, which contains silicones, so if you're looking for a silicone-based product, that would be the #1 recommendation. Lola V Perfecting Leave-In is supposed to be really good at reducing static. And then I just found Biolage Hydrosource Dewy Moisture Mist for dry hair. It is supposed to reduce static and frizz. I haven't tried that one yet, but when I looked into it, it looks like a really good formula, and it looks like it would really work if you can handle the Biolage scent. Most gels, hairsprays, and mousses will help reduce static because they contain polymers. Loma Firm Hold Gel, Loma Finishing Spray, Giovanni LA Hold Hair Spritz, and their mousse, Paul Mitchell Soft Style Soft Sculpting Spray Gel, all top of my list. You can pick your own gel or your own hairspray, and you should be able to help reduce the static. Using these products during your normal wash day routine is the best way to prevent static. So making sure that you're using conditioner, leave-in, and possibly a hold product like a gel or hairspray will help prevent static from even starting. But if you have static that comes up regardless of whether you use these in your wash day routine or not, The easiest thing to use are going to be sprays. They are going to be the easiest to apply and probably the lightest, so I would stick to either your homemade spray or a spray leave-in or hairspray. So that's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. Please comment below if you have a really great anti-static hack for your hair. We would all like to know if there's other options out there, and if you found one, leave it below in the comments. As always, I have linked everything in the description box below, including all the products that I've discussed in this video. While you're there, join my newsletter because that is the best way for you to learn when all of my new content drops. And while you're there, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so now because I would love to see you next time. Until then, shine on.